records. Missouri Attorney General Josh Hawley's demanding documents from three major opioid distributors that he says didn't report suspiciously large shipments of prescription drugs. Hawley told reporters Tuesday his office is reviewing Amerisource Bergen, Cardinal Health, and McKesson as part of the efforts to investigate the opioid crisis. Hawley says companies are required by law to report suspicious opioid shipments. He says there's evidence to suggest the distributors he's investigating looked the other way instead of reporting these large shipments. And a proposal to overhaul Kentucky's troubled public pension system would inadvertently eliminate line-of-duty death benefits for some police officers in roughly half of the state's law enforcement agencies, sending Republican Governor Matt Bevin's administration rushing to fix the 505-page bill before calling a special session of the state legislature to vote on it. The bill would eliminate line-of-duty death benefits for all new hires, plus any employee hired since 2014 for the non-hazardous retirement system. Local governments covering 47% of the state's law enforcement agencies have opted to put their police and sheriff's departments in the non-hazardous system because it's cheaper. Bevin spokeswoman Amanda Staper said the bill will be changed to clarify officers will be eligible for these benefits. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs. At 6:19 a.m., a rainy 43 degrees.
BR Tire. We're always on call, and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish
Trojan Report. The BCHS band competed in the KMEA State Marching Band Championship semifinals this past Saturday. The band finished 5th overall, making them the 5th best 4A band in the state of Kentucky. Trojanet cross country team runner Casey Roeder, an 8th grader, will represent Barron County this Saturday at the KHS AA Class 3A State Cross Country Meet at the Kentucky Horse Park in Lexington. Casey finished 15th in the region meet. Good luck on Saturday. The Barron County FFA horse evaluation team competed in the National FFA Career Development event last week during the National FFA Convention held in Indianapolis. The team received a silver rating overall. Individual ratings are as follows: Jeremiah McKinney, gold; Macy Dilly and Brianna Ridland, silver; and Holly Loxton, bronze. The team competed against 49 other teams representing each state in the United States. Congratulations to Emmy Jones for being selected as the BCHS Football Homecoming Queen this past Thursday night. Runners-up were Madison Beckham and Ann Claire Clemens. Homecoming King was Trace Hanner. Audrey Price, a KIA representative, will be on campus this Thursday to help parents and students complete the FAFSA form. If you want to receive help completing the FAFSA, please contact the High School Guidance Department at 270-651-6315 to set up a time to come in. She will be on campus from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Trojan Academy Media Center. If you have not started the process, there is still time to do so. On the sports calendar for this week, tomorrow the bowling team will be at Warren East, and on Friday the Trojan football team will play Christian County in the Class 5A playoffs in Hopkinsville at the Stadium of Champions. Game time is at 7 p.m., and Jay Turner will have the broadcast of the game beginning at 6:35 on Nash Icon 103.7 FM and online at espnky.com. Congratulations to Trojan football player Britton Davis. He was selected to the second-team Big School All-Sky Conference offensive lineman. This was chosen by other coaches in the area. Britton was one of 10 linemen chosen from 8 other teams of Class 5A or higher. Congratulations again to Britton. The Barron County Trojans basketball team will be selling ribeye steak sandwiches and a bag of chips for $6 during lunch hours on Monday, November 6th at Houchins in Southgate Plaza. Let the team or coaches know how many you want and what time you need them, and they will be delivered to your place of business with a minimum order of 5. Help support the Barron County Trojans basketball team and enjoy a great lunch as well. For a daily rundown on what's happening at BCHS, tune in to our student radio broadcast each morning around 7:30 and each afternoon around 3 p.m. on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com. That has been this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High School, where we value pride through preparation, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. We are BC.
This Saturday morning, November the 4th, a most unusual auction to be conducted by the auction specialist at Elmore Realty and Auction. It's the Froggatt Grain Company Sellout. The address is 225 Heistville Coral Hill Road. The auction begins at 10 with the sale of the Froggatt Grain Company, followed at 10:30 by the sale of a large two-story home with lots of character. The third part of the auction will feature 3 building lots on the center road of approximately 4 acres each, and then the auction of equipment: a Ford tractor with a bush hog and loader, New Holland cab tractor with the front end loader, numerous tools, desks, barnwood lumber, and much, much more. If you would like to visit the property prior to the sale, call Dakota Ray Elmore at 270-646-7275 to arrange for a visit. It's Saturday morning. It all starts at 10 a.m. The Froggatt Grain Company Sellout, 225 Heistville Coral Hill Road, conducted by the auction specialist, Elmore Realty and Auction.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Ed Huckleberry. A proposal to overhaul the state's public pension system would inadvertently eliminate line-of-duty death benefits for some officers in about half the state's law enforcement agencies.
The bill would eliminate line-of-duty death benefits for all new hires, plus any employee hired since 2014 for the non-hazardous retirement system. Local governments covering 47% of the state's law enforcement agencies have opted to put their police and sheriff's departments in the non-hazardous system because it is cheaper. A Bevan spokeswoman said the bill will be changed to clarify officers will be eligible for those benefits. Bevan plans to call a special session before the end of the year to vote on the pension plan. I'm Suzanne Duvall.
An ethics hearing for Judge W. Mitchell Nance is still on despite his planned retirement. Nance drew complaints earlier this year for saying that adoptions where the parents are gay are never in the best interest of the child. The Judicial Conduct Commission is looking at the allegations and wants him to appear for a December 15th hearing. He's set to retire December 16th. 5 teenagers are charged in a drug investigation at 3 schools in Lincoln County. Stanford Police Chief Zach Middleton tells WKYT.
It seemed like a ring inside the school of the students that were passing these narcotics around, passing them out and distributing them.
Middleton says the investigation brought charges against 3 middle school students and 2 high school-age teens. The students are in the custody of their parents. An Oldham County man accused of impersonating a police officer is caught when he's pulled over an off-duty cop. Brandon Hurley was arrested this past weekend in Louisville after pulling up behind an off-duty LMPD officer and started flashing his lights and honking his horn. He identified himself as a Jefferson County police officer, but then drove off when he was asked for his badge number. I'm Ed Huckleberry.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Finally, I found chicken tenders that can pass as mine, which is nice because I've got better things to do.
Andre, I need a longer straw.
Introducing McDonald's Buttermilk Crispy Tenders, juicy and made with 100% white meat.
Today, 4-H is growing the next generation of leaders. Support us at 4h.org.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
Local news time from WCLU is 6:27. We have 43 degrees and recorded about 0.08 of an inch of rain. There's more on the way as this thunder shower activity, or actually it's all showers so far, but the potential for some thunder showers makes their way in this direction. In area funeral announcements this hour, Sherry Lynn Rice, age 58, of Glasgow, died Friday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. A native of Barron County, she was a daughter of the late Charles Lee and Leela Virginia Knuckles Alexander. She was formerly a motel supervisor and had been working in restaurant and food services. She was a member of the Harlow's Chapel Baptist Church. Survivors include two sons, Sean Dale Rice of California and Tony M. Rice of Glasgow, a granddaughter, Talasia Rice Withrow of Glasgow, four sisters, Marilyn Vasquez and Josie Mundy of Texas, Charlotte Alexander of Glasgow, Sherry Hall of Horse Cave, five brothers, Bobby Alexander, James Cookie Alexander, Ronnie Alexander, and George G.E. Alexander, all of Glasgow, and Charlie Alexander of Temple Hill. Special friend Harry T. Barber of Glasgow, and a host of nieces, nephews, and other relatives. In addition to her parents, she was preceded in death by a daughter, Tyra Lynn Rice Withrow, and a brother, Thomas Alexander. Funeral services for Sherry Lynn Rice will be held at 1 o'clock Saturday at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Visitation from 6 until 8 p.m. Friday at the funeral home. Edith Elizabeth White, age 82, of Glasgow, died Monday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. She was the daughter of the late Harry Hunter and Lillian Rose McCluskey Houchins, and wife of the late Cecil Daniel White. Mrs. White was of the Baptist faith and retired from T.J. Sampson Community Hospital, where she had worked in the snack bar. Survivors include a daughter, Star McClard of Glasgow, a son, Charles Embry of Cave City, two grandsons, Terrell McClard of Lexington and Chuck Embry of Cave City, a great-grandson, Hunter Embry of Cave City, a brother, Stanley Houchins of Glasgow, sister, Wanda Decker of Glasgow, and several nieces and nephews. In addition to her parents and husband, she was preceded in death by three brothers, Haskell, Eugene, and Clifton Houchins. Funeral services for Edith Elizabeth White will be at 1 o'clock Thursday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Visitation begins at 4 p.m. today at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Merle C. Miller, age 80, of Glasgow, died Monday at NHC Healthcare Facility. The Cumberland County native was a member of the Shady Grove Church of Christ and a former employee of SKF in Glasgow. Survivors include his wife, Margie Vincent Miller of Glasgow, a daughter, Marcy Miller Hubbard of Glasgow, a son, Ronnie C. Miller of Glasgow, stepdaughter, Pam Smith of Glasgow, six grandchildren, Lee, Ben, Bo, and Carson Hubbard, Zach and Cecily Smith, a great-grandson, Nash Hubbard, a brother, Darrell Miller of Edmonton. Services for Merle C. Miller will be Friday at 2 at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be on Thursday from 2 until 8 p.m. at the funeral home, and Friday until time for service. Alternate expressions of sympathy may be made in the form of contributions to Josh's Friends of Glasgow. Brother Kenneth Todd Compton, age 51, of Glasgow, died Monday at Centennial Medical Center in Nashville. Born in Glasgow, the son of Harold Kenneth and Sheila Faye Melton Compton of Glasgow. Mr. Compton was a member of the Old Path Missionary Baptist Church and an employee of ACK in Glasgow. Survivors include his wife, Lori Bragg Compton, a son, Nicholas Compton, and wife, Lindsay of Glasgow, a granddaughter, Malin Compton of Glasgow, a sister, Tina Compton of Glasgow, two brothers, Kevin Compton and wife, Tina of Glasgow, and Shannon Compton of Savoy. Service for Brother Kenneth Todd Compton will be at 11 o'clock Friday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Visitation after 4 p.m. Thursday. Nina Wiley Phillips, age 88, of Glasgow, formerly of Gamaliel, died Monday at T.J. Sampson Hospital. She was a homemaker and a member of the Gamaliel Baptist Church, a member of the Gamaliel Homemakers. She also assisted her husband at Phillips Garage for many years. She is survived by two daughters, Myra Woods and husband Anthony of Glasgow, and Mary Miller of Bowling Green, a granddaughter, Amanda Sams, and a great-granddaughter, Kayla Walbert. Service for Nina Wiley Phillips will be at 11 o'clock on Thursday morning at Strode's Gamaliel Chapel. Visitation from 2 until 8 today and after 7:30 tomorrow. Memorial suggested to the Gamelia Cemetery. Ruth Bledsoe Wingfield, age 92, of Bowling Green, died peacefully with family at her side at the Edmondson Care and Rehab. She was a retired machine operator for Union Underwear and a member of the Shady Land Church of Christ. Ruth enjoyed her flowers and gardening, singing, and yard sales. Survivors include her children, Mitchell Wingfield, Earlene Shepard, Darrell Wingfield, a daughter-in-law, Ruthie Wingfield, 7 grandchildren, Tammy Baker, Kevin Wingfield, Julie Wingfield Pearson, Kimberly Gilpin, Jason Hunt, Dana Wingfield Meyer, Scott Wingfield, a brother Larry Ray Bledsoe, 2 sisters, Elizabeth Jean Cook and Betty Ray, 2 sisters-in-law, Jessie Hinton and Charlene Hall, 13 great-grandchildren and 1 great-great-grandchild. Service for Ruth Bledsoe Wingfield will be this morning at 11 o'clock at the Hardy & Son Bowling Green Chapel. Burials to be in the Shady Land Cemetery. Nathan Rector, age 55, of Bowling Green, died Sunday. He was a factory worker and a member of the Oakland Baptist Church and a U.S. Marine veteran. He is survived by 2 sons, Charles Alex Rector and Easton Bailey Rector. 1 grandson, Charles Samuel Rector, and his parents, Charles and Jane Hedrick Rector. Services for Nathan Rector will be at 1 o'clock Thursday at the Hardy & Son Bowling Green Chapel. Burial in the Bethel Cemetery with military honors. Visitation from 3 until 8 today and after 9 Thursday at the funeral home. Memorial services for Ruby Owen Dobson, age 91, of Horse Cave, will be Saturday at 2 at the Brooks Funeral Home. Visitation begins at noon Saturday. Funeral services for Sharon K. Garrison, age 62, of Glasgow, will be at 2 p.m. Thursday at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Visitation begins today at 2 p.m. Service for Brother Sherman T. Bowles, age 90, of Glasgow, will be this afternoon at 3 p.m. at the McMurtry Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Summershade Cemetery. Service for Mark Allen Wheeler, age 59, of Glasgow, will be today at 1 o'clock at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Service for Wanda Lee Peevely, age 82, of Glasgow, will be today at 11 o'clock at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burial is to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary. It's 2 days only.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-through window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more
WCLU
about
43 degrees. We need to check into the way the weather is shaping up today. On duty at the Weather Channel this morning for us is Ken Boone.
Milder temperatures with showers and even thunderstorms for the first several days in November. Mostly cloudy skies for us here today with scattered showers, mainly this morning. We're to the mid-60s this afternoon. Cloudy tonight, still a chance for a few showers. mid-upper 50s. Cloudy Thursday, chance for a shower or thunderstorm during the day. We're into low 70s tomorrow afternoon. Scattered showers and storms expected Thursday night and Friday. Highs Friday, upper 60s. More showers and storms Saturday. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ken. Let me zoom in again on the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen because we are continuing to see shower activity build around the greater Nashville area this morning. Let me zoom out and see what changes have happened in the last 15 minutes or so. Really none. The shower activity here in south central Kentucky continues to pick up. It moved out of Warren County into Barron County, a little more intense this morning. So let's be aware of that as we make our morning commute.
Can I come in here with you for a minute?
You can.
I have got to comment on Cave City last night.
Okay, all right.
And I've got to play this clip from Mayor Hatcher.
Okay.
I'm serious, folks. Now, I'm not, an expert on counting people.
Mm-hmm.
But there was, I guarantee you, probably 2,500 people in Cave City last night for Halloween.
Everybody was pumped up about the special holiday.
Well, I tell you what, and here's what I asked the mayor. Are y'all passing out, winning lottery tickets here in Cave City? What is going on?
You're always the winner in Cave City.
There we go. So, basically, that was while he was trying to direct the traffic.
Okay, so let's talk about dedication.
I'm going to tell you right now, he had his hands full. Between him and the Cave City police, people were packed, but you know what? People were having a good time.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be about, isn't it?
I had some of Glen Bray's habanero chili.
Uh-huh.
Sweet Jesus, it was the best stuff in the world.
Yeah,
Lord,
good stuff, huh?
I'm getting lightheaded just thinking about it.
Well, it sounds to me like it was a good time was had by all.
Yes, and even though it looked like he was passing out winning lottery tickets, it was really just people coming down there. Cooper's High Performance had things going, the Methodist Church, the Baptist Church. Cave City was packed.
Well, I had calls this morning early, people wondering if there was any problems, any trouble anywhere last night, any damage, any vandalism. Well, we can't find anything that was out of the ordinary at all.
No, and that's something I can say about Cave City. It was like I said, it was absolutely packed. I'm not saying that everybody was perfect, but from what I saw, everybody was really enjoying themselves. They were having a great time. It was a really good Halloween night.
Well, and I'm glad to hear that update from Cave City. And appreciate them letting us help promote it and get folks over there.
There you go. And again, Glen's habanero chili. Oh, my Lord.
It sounds to me like that. Wonder if he's got any leftovers.
They're mine.
Okay.
I'm calling dibs.
We'll be back here and do some archives in just a moment, and we'll check the birthday club, too. So let's get ready to roll.
We can offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
That's the thing to do. First day of November, here we go with birthdays and anniversaries to get the day started off correctly here. First of all, let me reach over here and actually just a couple more that have come in just in the last 5 minutes or so. All right, I got to say happy birthday to my younger brother, Sam Roris. Sam Roris is 59 today. Happy 59 to my younger brother there. Also, we have Perry Brantley having a birthday today. Danny Simmons. David Simmons. Sophia Wurst. Sophia is 29. Larry K. Wood Alexander with a birthday today, too. It's Brian King's birthday, Betty Wright, J.B. Logston. J.B. is 77. Mr. Benjamin Carter. Hard to believe Benjamin is 17 today. We also have the birthday of Michael Thomas Shirley. And it's, let's see here if I can get the email to open up just so I can see how old Michael Thomas Shirley is today. Well, looks like he is 4. And there's a note here on this submission. Happy birthday from Nanny and Poppy. So there you go with a little special wish right there. 651. Well, let me see. Get over here to the anniversaries before we hang it up here. Bill and Sarah Smila have a wedding anniversary today, and so do Jamie and Micah Reese. It's number 14 for Jamie and Micah Reese today. A big congratulations. You know how to get in touch with us, 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Online here from WCLUradio.com for birthdays and anniversaries. We do enjoy sharing those, and we'll do more throughout the morning here on WCLU. We got the archives coming your way in just a moment here on WCLU, so sit back, relax, and enjoy what we have for you in the way of archival information and retrieval here today.
What time is it? It's burger o'clock. Head to Colton's Steakhouse and Grill for lunch. Get a hamburger, cheeseburger, or Montana burger and fries for only $6.99. These fresh ground half-pound burgers are handcrafted, grilled over open flames, and made to order. All meals include peanuts and hot, delicious rolls and honey. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill in Glasgow, Bardstown, Campbellsville, and Radcliffe. We know what's at stake, and burgers too.
Well, here's what we're doing. We're getting out of the chute for the month of November, and we've got the archives to share with you, some interesting things that have happened over the last 100 years that have certainly shaped the history. It explains a few things, and it also sometimes asks a few more questions. Today, brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services and brought to you by Tony Hogan Health Clinic.
The medical field has advanced tremendously over the last few decades, but for patients, it becomes more and more difficult to get an appointment with your primary care provider. However, the Tony Hogan Health Clinic offers an alternative, more old-fashioned, laid-back approach. So it's no coincidence they're located in the Mars Medical Building, a place that's always been known for its patient-first mentality. Whether it's a walk-in or a scheduled visit, Tony Hogan, nurse practitioner, and his staff are there to make sure you get the treatment you deserve. The Tony Hogan Health Clinic, 270-651-6707. 15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
All right, let's go back 100 years and look at the history. But first of all, let's welcome in the month of November, the first day of the month. November is always a fascinating month, and I'm going to tell you, Angela, before we get started here on the archives, I'm going to tell you what happens in the month of November.
Okay.
It is Adoption Awareness Month.
Okay.
Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month. American Diabetes Month.
Mm-hmm.
National Blog Posting Month.
There you go.
COPD Awareness Month.
Okay.
Epilepsy Awareness Month.
Okay.
Fun with Fondue Month.
What?
Fun with Fondue.
I like fondue.
Georgia Pecan Month.
Okay.
Lung Cancer Awareness Month.
Okay.
Model Railroad Month.
Okay.
Native American Heritage Month.
Okay.
No Shave November.
Oh, I've seen those.
National Level Writing Month.
Right.
I'm sorry, it's National Novel Writing Month. I'm sorry. I was just, all the phones are ringing. I want everybody to say, y'all call back in a minute because we can't pick up the phone right now.
There you go.
Now, let's move from National Novel Writing Month to Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month.
Oh, goodness.
Peanut Butter Lovers Month.
I like peanut butter.
Pepper Month.
Uh-huh.
Pulmonary Hypertension Awareness Month.
Oh, goodness.
National Pomegranate Month.
I love pomegranates.
Raisin Bread Month.
Mm-hmm.
Real Jewelry Month.
Mm-hmm.
Stomach Cancer Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
Stuffing Month.
Okay.
And Sweet Potato Awareness Month.
I had a baked sweet potato the other day.
Did you? So you're
Really
aware
good.
of them, right? Yeah.
Well, when the Green Toppers had their thing at Western, I got some sweet potatoes from Gross's Produce. Oh, so good.
So here's what we have.
Yes, and I want to give you an update real quick.
Okay.
Glenn has leftovers.
Okay, all right.
And he said that and they're only for me.
Okay,
And I don't have to, well, he didn't really say that, but I'm sure that's what he means.
All right. Well, that's why he told you.
And he wanted to give a shout out to Sean at Cooper's High Performance. Definitely did a wonderful job of the organization downtown.
Yeah.
And actually, the Methodist Church started their chili trunks and treats 10 years ago.
My goodness, they were pioneers in that, weren't they?
I'm telling you, they started, and such a great group of people out there last night. Excellent chili.
Yeah.
Such a good time.
No question about it. It's one to remember and to keep folks coming back.
There you go.
All right. 100 years ago, 1917.
Okay.
There's several political stories here in November.
Because that's what we need is politics.
That's right. It was this day in the Glasgow Republican 100 years ago. The story reads, "The contest for the Democratic nomination for City Council has been won by the first ticket names and is as follows: L.M. Goodman, Wynne Davis, George Akers, T.C. Delvo, J.E. Clayton, and P.D. Trigg."
I think that's the coolest name in the world. T.C. Delvo.
Yeah, I like that.
You just know it. Just know he's cool.
That's right. He's top cat.
There you go.
The effort of some of the leading Democrats of town to supersede three of these for pecuniary reasons failed in the morning.
What does that mean? Puny reasons?
No, pecuniary. It's for money, actually, is what that
Oh.
means. So anyway, but it failed in the morning, and these splendid young men will look after the fiscal affairs of Glasgow for the coming 2 years.
There you go.
So they the paper here, the Republican actually calls out leading Democrats trying to get three of these off of the council for money.
I think it's funny.
How does that happen? I don't know. That's
No, you know how it
1917, yeah. 1927, Mr. Philip Copel, the owner-operator of the Red Front store, has purchased the lease, equipment, and stock of Dickey and Company on the east side of the public square. Mr. Ellis Bybee is in charge of that business, and get this, he's going to retire to comfort and quietude.
Comfort and quietude.
Mr. Ellis Bybee, he's going home, and apparently he's going to enjoy every minute of it.
There you go.
Thanks to Mr. Copel, Philip Copel. All right, this story here, 1937, was intriguing to me when I was first looking at this because, you know, we've had these machines.
Right.
And the machines have messed up a lot of our lives here in the 17s, the 27s, and now in the 37s comes this story, okay? But think about, we have food drives, we have, drives to raise money for, feeding the homeless, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Here's a drive for you. Local police have started a drive against persons driving while intoxicated.
Well, yeah, I mean.
And if you have practiced this, you'd better desist. If caught, you will be fined. The citizens are hardly behind the officers in this drive as they consider the practice an unnecessary hazard, which is extremely dangerous to the public.
Right.
So, but in 1937, they were just figuring this out.
They're like, hey, wait a minute.
Hey, you have to desist. It's not just cease and desist, just desist.
I think these intoxicated drivers could pose
right.
a problem.
Yeah, and the problem with it is that the citizens here seemingly they're not, I guess the way the story reads, we got the citizens over here. They're not some of these drivers of intoxication, but they need to be protected. The citizens do.
There you go.
From you, who's, I guess, not a citizen.
There you go.
1937, one more problem caused by the machine.
The machine.
All right, 1947, we have this story. Elmer A. McBride, the son of Mr. and Ms. E. A. McBride Sr. of Route 1 Park City, has been selected to receive the Harry E. Bullock Jr. Award,
Right.
which is an annual award of $100 given to some deserving University of Kentucky senior majoring in aeronautical engineering.
Well.
Mr. McBride has completed 3 years of study in mechanical engineering at UK, and he intends to complete the requirements for his degree with an option in aeronautical engineering.
Uh-huh.
He's a graduate of Park City High School. He was a bear.
There you go.
A graduate of Park City High School. He was a Navy pilot during the war with the rank of Lieutenant Junior grade. So, pretty impressive there for Mr. Elmer A. McBride.
I would say so.
In 1947, you were still very much pioneering if you were in the aeronautical engineering studies, for sure. 1957, this was some good news for Martha Bertram. Martha Bertram of the Etoile 4-H Club was announced last week as the state champion in the frozen food classification.
Well.
Miss Bertram is one of the county's enthusiastic 4-H club workers and has been subject of several recognitions during her club career, not the least of which is, frozen food is not just done without thinking about it and doing it right.
Right.
And so Martha Bertram won the state championship of frozen food in 1957. 1967, this was the day, November the 1st of 1967, that candidates for Kentucky governor made their final appeal to the voters. And we all know our very own Louis B. Nunn was one of those two making the final appeal in 1967. And it must have been a convincing one.
I would say so.
1977, Election Day. Now, here was the big race in 1977. It says here that local Republicans and Democrats had rallies on this day in 1977. Democrat Bryce T. Petey Leach is running against Republican Wilmer L. Hodges for Barron County Clerk. A much sought-after office for sure.
Yes.
And in 1977, I'm sure that was hotly contested back in the day. All right, let's move to 1987. Glasgow's new postmaster this day, Mary Jo Myers, was officially sworn in at the Glasgow Post Office. Ms. Myers, I knew her, and she did a really nice job of being a postmaster. I was, always when Joe, I say, sure we shouldn't be calling you the postmistress?
There you go, postmistress.
But no, it's postmaster. 1997, here was an advertisement in the Glasgow Daily Times, and it reads as follows. Golden Touch Beauty Salon welcomes Tanya Bowles, specializing in cuts, highlighting, and low-lighting weaves.
There you go.
Now, that's advanced for me.
Uh-huh.
What is a low-lighting weave?
It's where they just put low lights in, and
Okay.
like a weave.
Oh, okay. Talk about, you just rearrange that sentence. I don't think you know.
Henry, it's not about what I know. It's about how well I can rearrange that sentence.
All right. And it was 10 years ago this day. This story of the Barron County Progress. Clint McCandless joined Colwell Banker Legacy Real Estate 10 years ago in the archives.
I really have no idea what it is.
Well,
That was obvious.
We'll have to go next door and ask Tanisha when she
I
gets
asked her
here.
if she was going to do those nose hair extensions.
Yeah.
Absolutely
She
not.
didn't want to do that. Okay, so there we have the first day for the month of November is getting started off in an excellent fashion here with a lot of, some politics and some changes there. Frozen food state champion, new hairdresser. The whole thing is basically you can tell how the month is going to be.
I need to bust in here real quick.
Okay.
Says, let's see here. Keith McClellan wants to challenge all his associates at Walmart to donate blood to help out the shortage the American Red Cross has in an overall Walmart nationwide blood drive.
Okay, is that today?
I'm assuming it is today. Is it today? Have Keith McClellan comment on here. Tell us what we need to do.
Okay.
He's watching with us.
All right.
And let us know what we need to do.
That's one of the coolest things about our Facebook presence, and
Well, it's crazy because I'm sitting here on Wes's phone watching myself on Facebook look at the phone.
Yeah, and so, is that why you brushed your hair over there? Did you have a low light out of place?
I had my weave out of place.
Okay, all right. Well, we appreciate Keith McClellan letting us know that on the Facebook so that we can challenge folks for that.
Oh, me and my weave.
It's the archives. I'm gonna play the outro if we're done.
I don't know.
Are we done for or just done?
Both, a little bit of both.
Okay. Well, we have really excellent sponsors of the archives. It's Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. Mighty fine folks, and boy, do they do a big business of helping folks, the machines, as we like to call machines, operate around here. And history is made by the hard work that stands the test of time, and Joseph A. Wade knows and appreciates that. And also brought to you by the good folks at Tony Hogan Health Clinic. They love history too, and they also love making sure that you and your family are healthy and well cared for at Tony Hogan Health Clinic. 6:58 on WCLU.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Personal service is what it's all about at Bailey Gibson. From the showroom to the service bay, we offer the most up-to-date service and sales available. If you know Dad, you know he's not too keen on high-tech gadgets. His flip phone is about as techy as he gets. Because of Dad's down-to-earth approach in business, Bailey Gibson customers know they can depend on us for the best price on their newer used vehicle. Stop by or give us a call and find out what true personal service is all about.
Come on, give my Danny a call.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lesenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
Suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow today.
Is no pain when you trade with Hurt.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
South Central Bank is once again honoring our veterans for their service and sacrifice with our Veterans Breakfast. Veterans are invited Friday, November the 10th to South Central Bank's Op Center Community Room on the bypass at Cleveland in Glasgow. A special program will begin at 7:30 a.m. and of course you'll enjoy delicious breakfast and a whole lot of fellowship and appreciation. There's no cost and no reservations are necessary. We just want to say thank you for your service with this special gathering Friday, November the 10th, South Central Bank. Member FDIC.
Warming temperatures with showers and thunderstorms here as we head through the middle and end of the business week. Cloudy today with scattered showers, especially this morning. Temperatures this afternoon into the mid part of the 60s, which is right around where we should be this time of year. Cloudy tonight, stray shower or two possible overnight, middle to upper 50s. Cloudy Thursday, still a chance for a shower or storm during the day as we top all the way up into low 70s. More showers and storms, though, Thursday night and Friday. Highs Friday, upper 60s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ken. I'm looking at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen, and I'm seeing where some heavier shower activities picked up in most of Allen County and a pretty good area of southern Barron County, extending on over into Monroe County. Another area of showers that have picked up actually, let me look here in between. Actually, this is the eastern half of Metcalfe County where the showers are a little bit heavier. It's not that they're non-existent. They're just not as heavy outside of those areas, those pockets of shower activity. We, let's see, have 94% humidity. I'm updating the rain gauge in the past, since midnight. I'll tell you how much we have had just in 1 second right here, just as soon as my numbers appear on my screen. Anyway, we started off with 8 100s, and we have gotten up to 9 100s. So I thought it would be more than that. 0.09 is what we've had since midnight. Weather update brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank. It's 43 degrees.
The Glasgow EPB is on Facebook and Twitter. Be the first to know when the EPB makes improvements such as new channels or new services. Wondering what's going on during an outage? The EPB provides constantly updated information that you can receive via Twitter on your cell phone. Plus, learn great new tips to lower your bill. On Facebook, just search for Glasgow Electric Plant Board and click the like button at the top right. On Twitter, search for the Glasgow EPB, then follow us and have updates linked to your cell phone. The Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future fast.
All right, 7:03 now at WCLU. Coming right back, we're going to play trivia, find out who's going to win in the first winner for the month of November. So get ready and we'll roll.
Can you name the last 5 winners of the Nobel Prize? Or the last 5 winners of the Pulitzer Prize? Can you name the 5 richest people in the world? No? Well, these are special people, big achievers. But achievements such as these are quickly forgotten. Maybe you can name 5 teachers who helped you in school and made an impact on you. Name 5 friends who helped you through difficult situations. Or 5 people who just make you feel special. The people who make a difference in your life are the ones that care about you. Make a difference in someone else's life. The Bible says in 1 John 3:18, "Little children, let us not love in word or in tongue, but in deed and in truth." Make a difference. Show someone you care. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
Hello.
That'll be $349.07. Sir, I can't take that, and that's only about $120 anyway.
But the Magic Man pays 3 times face value at Glasgow Coin and Jewelry. Watch this.
We can make that happen.
Top dollar guaranteed.
Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
BR Tire. We're always on call and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
Finally,
Let's hear from the sponsor of trivia, Extreme, like the Extreme Health Club, Extreme Fitness. They've got it all together at Extreme. You can win a pass that's going to let you go see just how together they have it.
I'm Roxanne Cloyd, also known as the Noodle Floating, Calorie Drowning, Water Weightlifting, Woohoo Yelling, Floor Balancing, H2O Aerobics Instructor. As you probably guessed, that means I'm the Splashing H2O Instructor, Aqua Emotion, and we have lots of fun. If you have aches and pains in your joints, my class at Extreme Health Club is where you need to be. It's soothing to your body, and it's important that you don't throw in the towel, you dry off with it after a fun Splashing H2O class at Extreme Health Club. Everything is more fun when it's in the water. Call me now. Classes fill up quickly. 651-3036.
Thank you, Roxanne. Here we go with a question. First day of November. This is a toughie. Let's just prove how smart you are, particularly if you are a person who has enjoyed poetry. I need to give you the lines of a poem and let you finish the last line of this poem. It's a beautiful poem that is so appropriate for the month of November. It's about November. Very famous poem. I'm going to read it to you. You fill in the blank. November comes and November goes, with the last red berries and the first white snows, with night coming early and dawn coming late, and ice in the bucket and frost by the gate. The fires burn and the kettles sing. And now you finish that line, okay? The fires burn and the kettles sing. How does that poem that just describes November end? Trivia.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good.
And the earth sinks to rest until next spring.
That's exactly right. Now, who is this speaking?
Chris Huffman.
Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing really good.
Well, now you're going to impress some students today for sure.
Well, I have to give the credit to my son. He's pretty good on Google.
Okay, your son?
Yeah, he's pretty good on Google.
And what's his name?
Colton.
Colton. Well, Chris, I just think that this, when you think about November, this is written by a lady named Elizabeth Coatsworth, who was quite a poet and wrote a lot of children's books. She wrote a lot of poetry, things of that nature. But if you want it, when you begin, I just feel November with the words, November comes and November goes, with the last red berries and the first white snows. Doesn't that get you? Gets me.
It does. It gets you ready for winter, and the weather that's coming, the trees are starting to turn a whole lot more now, and it's a great time of year.
Yeah, it really is. But I just, this, the earth sinks to rest until next spring. You just kind of want to go.
That kind of sums it up.
It does. It does.
If you're a farmer and live out in the country, everything just kind of dies down during the winter time.
Yeah.
Gives you an opportunity to rest. So it is a nice poem.
It is it's you can do a good visual on that. But hey, you can also go. Now, how are you going to divide this up with Colton about going over there to Extreme?
Well, actually, we won back first of October, so I've got two boys, so they both can now have a car.
Well, it's a fun little breakfast get together thing, isn't it? There, Chris.
Yeah, they have some nice things over there.
Okay, listen. You come by, we look forward to having you in as a winner of Hard Questions again, because I thought that was pretty tough. But not for these youngsters who are fast on the draw.
They can type without even looking at the phone.
See you, Chris. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye. It's Chris Huffman, yes. He, with the help of one of his sons, says, here's the way that poem wraps up. The fires burn, the kettles sing, and the earth sinks to rest until next spring. The words of Elizabeth Coatsworth. That's kind of how we're starting off November as a winner. And we'll have something tomorrow that might just be something that inspires you to win from Extreme in the Extreme family of businesses. 43 degrees now. WCLU.
CBS News Update. New York City, the morning after an Uzbek native plowed a rented Home Depot truck into a popular bike path.
To know that this could happen anytime, any day, it's really scary.
8 people were killed, 11 injured. The gunman, Saifullah Saipov, wounded by police. CBS's Anne-Marie Green.
Investigators say Saipov drove down the bike path for nearly a mile. He eventually crashed into a school bus near the spot where the World Trade Center once stood. Saipov yelled, "God is great," in Arabic as he got out of the truck. Police believe he acted as a lone wolf, and they say there is no evidence to suggest that this is part of a wider plot.
CBS News security analyst Paul Violas.
This is right out of the Al-Qaeda and ISIS playbook. It's to rent a vehicle, to find a location, to scout it, to see when they have the optimal result with respect to people on the street.
Uber says Saipov had been a driver for 6 months. Among his victims, 5 Argentinians in New York for a 30th high school reunion. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
At Air Care Heating and Cooling, you always
buy for less. Buy for less. We'll have you rocking and a reeling when you see our dealing, and you'll buy for less.
Finally, I found chicken tenders that can pass as mine, which is nice because I've got better things to do.
Andre, I need a longer straw.
Introducing McDonald's Buttermilk Crispy Tenders. Juicy and made with 100% white meat.
You are watching WCLU's morning show on Facebook and YouTube.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Watching WCLU's live and local morning show on all your favorite social media platforms, WCLUradio.com and EPB Channel 6.
I can go to.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-through window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
12638 501 West Main Street, Glasgow.
Kuzma gets a 70-yard punt.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU FM Unfordville, W253BN. Royce Radio Incorporated.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. Local youth sports organizers are teaming up with the Glasgow High School program to promote women's basketball. Plans are in place to begin a girls-only league in the Glasgow Athletic Program, better known as GAP. Glasgow High School Lady Scotty's head coach Justin Stinson reached out to the students at Highland Elementary on Friday to let them know that the girls-only league would be starting this year. Many of the students were interested in signing up.
It's a huge day for our school district. It's a huge day for our basketball program, but more than anything, it's a great day for our community. Myself and Nathaniel Goodman, we're here at Highland Elementary, and we're speaking to some groups of students, young ladies in particular, in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And for the first time ever, the Glasgow Athletic Program is offering an all-girls basketball league. And the most exciting thing for our community is it's absolutely free. We went to South Green earlier in the week, and we're here at Highland today, and we're really thrilled about this opportunity for the young ladies in our community.
Youth sports organizer Nathaniel Goodman said this will be a great step in providing a consistent feeder program to the high school level because in many cases the girls don't want to play in the same league as the boys.
Well, in the past, our league has always been open to young ladies to play, but it's been co-ed. And we feel like that has maybe prohibited some of the girls from playing that maybe were had a lesser ability, or first-time players that were, maybe scared or concerned about playing with boys. And we looked around at what other programs were doing to be successful and how they were helping build a feeder program for their high school, and we felt like it was something that was very needed for our community, very needed for the Glasgow schools.
Some of the current Lady Scotties were in support of the initiative and came to help Stinson and Goodman get the word out on the new girls-only league. Here's Kaylin Hale and Ashanti Gore.
When I was younger, I played in both co-ed and in an all-girls league. And the pressure, I just felt like was a lot more less in the girls league because it was all people of my age and of my equal ability. So I felt like I had a more better playing field to play against.
Are you excited about recruiting some of these younger kids to carry on the tradition?
Yes.
Good answer. Again, thanks to generous donations, participation in the league is at no cost to the parents or the players. For WCLU News, I'm Wes Royce.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lesenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Road, North Race, and State Avenue in Glasgow.
In more local news, it all began in 1962 when Lorene Prophet Froge says her husband decided to expand their family-owned business.
My husband first started this with a watch repair. And then there was a man over at Salina had a machine shop. He was an older man, and he was selling out, and he had 3 machines. So when we had room to put them, so he bought the 3 machines, rode into it.
That business has now grown into Froge Machine and Supply Company, and they've now expanded into Barron County. IDEA presented the Froge family with a check yesterday afternoon for $30,000. The forgivable loan will help them get set up in Barron County and also help them to create new jobs. One thing that's at the core of the business is the fact that they value their employees.
That's our first relationship, then the customer, but we have to have good employees. I mean, they're dedicated, and I just, you got to respect that. So I think I respect that dedication. So that's where my mother and father.
When I asked exactly what they did at Froge Machine and Supply, well, the answer was pretty simple. They do it all. Basically, if anyone, from individuals to farmers to industry, has something broken, whether it be a vehicle or tractor part, a machine part, or even a robotic arm, they can make an exact replacement. Froge Machine and Supply is located 5 miles outside of Glasgow on Edmonton Road. They are already wanting to be involved in local initiatives such as the apprenticeship program. Congratulations to Froge Machine and Supply. A recent session of the Barron County Grand Juries returned several indictments. 32-year-old Adrian Jamar Starks of Glasgow was indicted on 2 counts, drug paraphernalia and possession of a controlled substance. 41-year-old Michael Joe Jewell of Glasgow was indicted on 5 counts, possession of a controlled substance, tampering with physical evidence, drug paraphernalia, illegal possession of a alleged drug, and persistent felony offender. Bail was set at $2,500. 27-year-old Anthony Fraser Brown of Glasgow was indicted on 8 counts. Possession of synthetic drugs, wanton endangerment, possession of a controlled substance, terroristic threatening, disorderly conduct, operating on a suspended or revoked license, DUI, and possession of open alcohol beverage container inside a motor vehicle. Bail was set at $2,500. 26-year-old Shane Stewart Wheat of Glasgow was indicted on 2 counts, bail jumping first and persistent felony offender. Bail again was set at $2,500 cash. Remember, an indictment's an accusation only, and all individuals should be considered as innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. A Glasgow woman will take her voice to Frankfort as a gubernatorial appointee to the Breast Cancer Research and Education Trust Fund Board. Frances Yvonne Bartley, a retired teacher, will represent breast cancer survivors and serve for a term expiring October 24th of 2021. The Breast Cancer Research and Education Trust Fund was established in 2005 as a means to further enhance Kentucky's efforts to reduce the incidence of mortality rate of breast cancer in the state of Kentucky. The board consists of 9 members. 2 are appointed by the governor. The board administers and develops a written plan for the expenditure of trust funds and any recommendations for future initiatives or actions regarding breast cancer research, education, awareness, treatment, and screening. And Tennessee tourism officials have installed viewfinders at 3 scenic spots, including an overlook in the Great Smoky Mountains, to help colorblind people see the fall foliage burst with color for the first time. The viewfinders that debut Wednesday don't use new technology since glasses for color blindness already exist. State officials believe it's the first time it's been incorporated into a viewfinder that helps with red-green color deficiencies. Crews filmed reactions of some first-time viewers atop the Ober-Gatlinburg Resort last week for marketing purposes. Some of the first glimpses drew tears, smiles, and expressions of wonder and awe. The other 2 viewfinders are at scenic areas such as Big South Fork National River and Recreation Area near Oneida, and at the westbound I-26 overlook near Irwin in Unicoi County. Fort Knox says it plans to break ground next week on a new medical clinic to serve the Central Kentucky Army Post. A statement from Fort Knox says Ireland Army Health Clinic officials will host a groundbreaking November 9th for the new facility, which will be more than 101,000 square feet and include state-of-the-art technology. The statement says the building will replace the existing medical clinic, which was built in 1957. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs at 7:23 a.m., 43 degrees.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
A hometown MEA State Marching Band Championship semifinals this past Saturday. The band finished 5th overall, making them the 5th best 4A band in the state of Kentucky. Trojanet cross country team runner Casey Roeder, an 8th grader, will represent Barron County this Saturday at the KHS AA Class 3A State Cross Country Meet at the Kentucky Horse Park in Lexington. Casey finished 15th in the region meet. Good luck on Saturday. The Barron County FFA horse evaluation team competed in the National FFA Career Development event last week during the National FFA Convention held in Indianapolis. The team received a silver rating overall. Individual ratings are as follows: Jeremiah McKinney, gold; Macy Dilly and Brianna Ridlin, silver; and Holly Loxton, bronze. The team competed against 49 other teams representing each state in the United States. Congratulations to Emmy Jones for being selected as the BCHS Football Homecoming Queen this past Thursday night. Runners-up were Madison Beckham and Ann Claire Clemens. Homecoming King was Trace Hanner. Audrey Price, a KIA representative, will be on campus this Thursday to help parents and students complete the FAFSA form. If you want to receive help completing the FAFSA, please contact the High School Guidance Department at 270-651-6315 to set up a time to come in. She will be on campus from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Trojan Academy Media Center. If you have not started the process, there is still time to do so. On the sports calendar for this week, tomorrow the bowling team will be at Warren East, and on Friday the Trojan football team will play Christian County in the Class 5A playoffs in Hopkinsville at the Stadium of Champions. Game time is at 7 p.m. and Jay Turner will have the broadcast of the game beginning at 6:35 on Nash Icon 103.7 FM and online at espnky.com. Congratulations to Trojan football player Britton Davis. He was selected to the second-team Big School All-Sky Conference offensive lineman. This was chosen by other coaches in the area. Britton was one of 10 linemen chosen from 8 other teams of Class 5A or higher. Congratulations again to Britton. The Barron County Trojans basketball team will be selling ribeye steak sandwiches and a bag of chips for $6 during lunch hours on Monday, November 6th at Houchins in Southgate Plaza. Let the team or coaches know how many you want and what time you need them, and they will be delivered to your place of business with a minimum order of 5. Help support the Barron County Trojans basketball team and enjoy a great lunch as well. For a daily rundown on what's happening at BCHS,
Tune in to our student radio broadcast each morning around 7:30 and each afternoon around 3 p.m. on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com. That has been this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High School, where we value pride through preparation, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. We are BC.
This Saturday morning, November the 4th, a most unusual auction to be conducted by the auction specialist at Elmore Realty and Auction. It's the Froggatt Grain Company Sellout. The address is 225 Heistville Coral Hill Road. The auction begins at 10 with the sale of the Froggatt Grain Company, followed at 10:30 by the sale of a large 2-story home with lots of character. The third part of the auction will feature 3 building lots on the center road of approximately 4 acres each, and then the auction of equipment: a Ford tractor with a bush hog and loader, New Holland cab tractor with the front end loader, numerous tools, desks, barnwood lumber, and much, much more. If you would like to visit the property prior to the sale, call Dakota Ray Elmore at 270-646-7275 to arrange for a visit. It's Saturday morning. It all starts at 10 a.m. The Froggatt Grain Company Sellout, 225 Heistville Coral Hill Road, conducted by the auction specialist, Elmore Realty and Auction.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Ed Huckleberry. A woman is shot while driving in Lexington early this morning. Police say she was found at her home around 4:40. She tells police she was driving on Manowar Boulevard when she felt something hit her. When she got home, she realized she had been shot. Police say they found a bullet hole in the passenger side of her truck. There were reports of shots being fired in the area where the woman said she was hit. 2 new facilities for data processing company are expected to bring more than 800 jobs to eastern Kentucky. Accenture will hire 150 people in Jackson County, 700 in Whitley County. Whitley Judge Executive Pat White Jr. says those jobs are needed.
Our community had a lot of support industries for the coal industry of eastern Kentucky, including rail shops and equipment dealers, and they've really struggled over the last few years. So we're really excited about this prospect.
These call center jobs are a major economic boost to both counties. Police seize about $400,000 in meth and make 3 arrests in Todd County. Following a 2-month investigation by the Pennyrile Narcotics Task Force, they seized about 11 pounds of the drug and arrested Luciano Medina Uruz and Veronica Flores of Elkton and Alberto Garcia of Trenton. They're accused of distributing about 20 pounds of crystal meth in western Kentucky. George H.W. Bush was president when a very special raw whiskey began the process of becoming a special Kentucky bourbon. It's been in a white oak barrel for 25 years, and now Michter's master distiller, Pam Heilman, says it's ready.
When you taste products, you decide whether they should stay and be more matured, and they'll get better and better and better. He earmarked certain ones for that. And we feel now that it's time and that this is ready.
The small distillery in Shively says the bourbon is going to sell for $800 a bottle. I'm Ed Huckleberry.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
7:30 on WCLU. Good morning. As we are looking forward to a big event that's coming up this weekend in our community, and we have an organizer here who's going to talk to us about it as well. Let me welcome to the radio and the TV and the Facebook Live, Ms. Betty Driver. Betty, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Doing real good. I just always enjoy you coming by here talking about something that has become so important to so many people around here. We're talking about the Bobby Driver Scholarship Fund event, and it's coming up this Saturday, the 4th day of November. And I love the theme, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Betty she has put so much work and effort into this, and I want to congratulate you for the success of the Bobby Driver Memorial Scholarship Fund and the fundraisers. And this Saturday night is going to be no different, is it?
We are hoping it will be successful. We have several tickets already sold, and if you aren't able to buy your tickets, there will be tickets available at the door.
All right. Well, let's talk about some of the big attractions. Of course, they're all big attractions there, but there's going to be local talent bringing holiday cheer under the theme of I'll Be Home for Christmas. Tell me about that, Betty.
Okay, we started, we try to come up with a different theme every year. So we came up with I'll Be Home for Christmas. It's a little bit early, but I think it will get everyone in the Christmas spirit because it's not too many weeks until everybody starts talking about it. So we do have one of the big attractions we have is Miss Kentucky this year, Molly Matney.
I know that's going to be a big draw for a lot of folks.
Yes, she's such a wonderful, beautiful girl, and I worked with her dad, Avery, at the bank for 10 years, so I didn't even know she could sing until after she won Miss Kentucky, or I would have already had her, you know, performing for us. But we also, Miss Adrian's dance team, she'll come back again, and she's going to do a couple. Nutcracker is one of them. And we've got a group that is different, Justin Cole Meredith and his group, a gospel group called Renew, R-E-N-E-W, and J. Robert Lindsay, and Haley Biggers are coming back, and also we've got Tamra Cameron, and then we've got Sarah Capito and Susie Lucas and Katie Morrison. They will be doing a couple of songs from the Celtic Women. And then the Jersey Boys was really popular last year.
Yeah, certainly.
And that group is Jeff, Bruce, Byron Lucas, Brian Pack, and Sam Day Dickinson will join them this year.
They're very talented as well.
They are. They're going to do a medley of the Jersey Boys album, of the Christmas album.
You got to say that, Jersey Boys.
Yes. They went over really well last year, so we thought we would bring them back.
Hey, why not?
And South Green Elementary Songbirds and Highland Elementary, they're going to do a few songs for us, also Christmas medley. So we got a good lineup of people, so just come on out and join us. I think you'll have a good time.
And the community has responded well to the efforts and to the mission of the Bobby Driver Scholarship Fund event, the Memorial Scholarship Fund. And I know you've got to be proud of that, and reach out to the folks to remind them that this is a perpetual thing. The need is there. You've been very generous, but we got to keep it going.
Yes, we try to give away, for the last 5 years, we've given away $5,000 a year, $2,000 to Barron County and $2,000 to Glasgow, a student that is becoming an educator.
Oh, okay.
And the last 3 years, we've given away $1,000 to a WKU student, junior or senior, that is in their, that is becoming an educator.
Well, you do so much work, but you got some good people helping you.
Oh, I do. I could not do it. Yeah. Glenna Gardner has been instrumental in helping with this. She hasn't helped this year. And Tamara Cameron, I can't say enough about her. And Holly Alexander has been on board this year really well and helped me. And I could not do it. And the sponsors. Every year I have great sponsors to pay for the expense and to have and put a little extra in the bank.
Yeah, that cushion doesn't hurt at all.
No, it doesn't. It looks good to go back and see what you've done over the years. Well, and Darren Steenbergen, I can't say enough about him.
He does a really good job of being the MC.
Yes, he's on our board.
Yeah,
and his daughter Landry is going to join him as co-host this time.
I'm sure that she'll do an excellent job as well.
Yes, because she was elected back in the spring junior president of the Beta Club.
Well, I got to say that one of the neat things, of course, I've benefited from Coach Bobby Driver in the classroom and on the football field. And I can tell you one of the things that I think about is the fact he had this little smile.
Yes.
Bobby Driver always had this little smile.
He did.
Now, he could still, with a smile, chew you out for missing a block. But what I'm telling you is that, I feel like, I just think about what his face looked like if he saw all this being done. That little smile would really be there,
He would.
And it's something that's very special to a whole bunch of us, for sure.
It is. Even when he became sick, he still had that little smile. a little smile on his face if you saw him out.
I think that he's proud of all of this, proud of you, and proud of the work, and proud of the people that have worked really hard on this. So let's see. There's tickets available. You can get them at plaza.org, or you can call the Plaza at 361-2101. And the amount of entertainment that's going to be down there, just seeing Miss Kentucky, just hearing the Jersey Boys, the Polar Express Christmas, the White Christmas, the Parade of the Wooden Soldiers, a Celtic Woman Christmas, and the Nutcracker, all of that for a mere $10. That's pretty impressive.
That's true.
Pretty impressive.
We try to keep the cost low for family, and it is family entertainment.
Sure. Well, you know, can you imagine?
Family entertainment.
At that low price, you could bring your family. You could bring your third cousins even, if you wanted to get everybody together right there. That's pretty nice.
True.
Well, Betty, anything else we need to say about this to make sure that folks realize it is coming up this Saturday evening, and it is going to be at the Plaza, and it is going to be affordable, and it is going to be action-packed.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And you
for having me.
Got a poster over there. We want to be sure to have that up in the lobby here at WCLU, and we'll be continuing to show that on all of our video, our television, and on the Facebook Live and all that stuff. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Betty. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We appreciate you
so
coming
much.
to see us, and we'll be looking forward to hearing good things about. I forgot. Is this the 10th year?
This is the 10th annual year. One year we did a cookbook. We didn't have a singing, but it started off doing calling singing for scholarships, and each year we have a different theme. And it started out at Barron County High School Auditorium, then it's grown, and we try to get a lot of children involved, and I know it means a lot for parents, grandparents to see them on the Plaza stage.
I'll be home for Christmas.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
Yes.
This Saturday night. Thank you, Betty Driver, for coming to see us, and we look forward to another year of success.
Thank you so much.
For the Bobby Driver Scholarship Fund event.
Shouldn't financial advice focus on
a hometown experience with honest people? A novel idea? Not at Bailey Gibson. We understand you work hard for your money and deserve the best when shopping for a vehicle. Times are tough, and buying a vehicle is a big decision. Dad prides himself in having honest employees who will help in any way they can, before and after your purchase. At Bailey Gibson, we pledge to give you a hometown experience with honest people. Now that's an idea you can bank on.
Do you drop your change in the bottom of your purse? Did you know that loose change could help someone struggling to pay their electric bill? The Glasgow EPB is partnered with Community Relief for a new roundup program. By agreeing to have your EPB bill rounded to the next highest dollar, the change will be provided to Community Relief to help the less fortunate here in our community. Your spare pennies can make a huge difference for those struggling to pay for their vital electricity. If you're interested in the program, please call the Glasgow EPB at 651-8341.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lesenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Persley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Hello. That'll be $349.07. Sir, I can't take that, and that's only about $120 anyway.
But the Magic Man pays 3 times face value at Glasgow Coin and Jewelry. Watch this.
We can make that happen.
Top dollar guaranteed.
Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
You are watching WCLU's morning show on Facebook and YouTube.
Personal service is what it's all about at Bailey Gibson.
From the showroom to the service bay, we offer the most up-to-date service and sales available. If you know Dad, you know he's not too keen on high-tech gadgets. His flip phone is about as techy as he gets. Because of Dad's down-to-earth approach in business, Bailey Gibson customers know they can depend on us for the best price on their newer used vehicle. Stop by or give us a call and find out what true personal service is all about.
Come on, give my Danny a call.
Place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
All right, when you hear Ralphie's, you know it's time to celebrate birthdays for some special people, and I am going to tell you about some of these special people right here that we yes, organized is what I'm not. Michael Thomas Shirley, we understand, is 4 today. Mr. Benjamin Carter, can you believe Benjamin is 17? J.B. Loxton, your daughter has called up, J.B., to wish you a happy 77th birthday today. Betty Wright, Brian King, Richard Botts, Larry K. Wood Alexander, Danny Simmons and David Simmons. My younger brother, Sam Royce. Sam is 59 today. Perry Brantley with a birthday. Sophia Worse. Sophia is 29 today. Now, we got anniversaries. Yes, we do, for Bill and Sarah Smila, and for Jamie and Micah Reese. It's number 14 for the Reeses today. And I think I have everything covered right here. I'll keep double checking. 651-914-900-956-1023. Online here from WCLUradio.com. And don't forget, somebody here on the list is going to be winning a birthday cake from Dairy Queen and a rose from Greer's Florist. So we look forward to that drawing. And again, want to tell you about Bernard Lawrence being our person of the day. Mr. Bernard Lawrence turned 70 on Monday. We had a request to make him good as gold on his 70th birthday, but I said, well, we had people, we were overbooked. And but for a 70th birthday, for a fellow that is as well liked as Bernard Lawrence is, we can pat him on the back on Wednesday, and it will still be very much enjoyed. So if you see Bernard Lawrence around town today, pat him on the back. Tell him he's good as gold from WCLU. And a little taste of Texas. 44 degrees at WCLU.
Fire Pit Spirits, our number 1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-thru window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
Finally, I found chicken tenders that can pass as mine, which is nice because I've got better things to do.
Oh. Introducing McDonald's Buttermilk Crispy Tenders. Juicy and made with 100% white meat.
You're watching WCLU's live and local morning show on all your favorite social media platforms, WCLUradio.com and EPB Channel 6.
Good morning, friends. In every election held concerning public office, the candidates will often make promises as to what they will do and what can be accomplished if they are elected. A great deal of the time, these promises are full of sound and fury and signify nothing. They are simply empty statements designed to secure the votes of as many people as possible. Yet the voting public still believes these words and falls in line with the group marching to the beat of political emptiness. If we really want promises that will be kept, we should march to the tune of the only one who can and will keep the promises he has made. That person is the Lord Jesus Christ. Within his word, he promises all those who follow him that they can have salvation from their past sins, continued forgiveness from their ongoing sins. Those who follow Christ in trusting faith and obedience are promised peace with God through Jesus, that he will be the mediator for all people who belong to him. The faithful followers of the Lord are promised that no temptation to sin will be stronger than they can withstand, and Jesus has promised that he will never leave his faithful disciples. So, if one really expects a promise to be kept, then get off the bandwagon of political leaders. They mostly bring disappointment and provide empty words. Get with Jesus and reap the rewards of the God who cannot lie. This is Danny Wyatt for the Refuge Church of Christ.
I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
Suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow today.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow.
All right, it's 7:47 from WCLU. Let me make sure I got all of that taken care of, because we're going to try to squeeze in just a couple of tidbits here, just because, well, we just can't get out of whack and miss some of these good tidbit news stories that we have for you.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
All right, just a couple of interesting stories here that I saw on the news wires as I was preparing for today, Wes, and really,
I'm here.
Okay, all right. I just making sure. I didn't think you had. Not.
Well, I wasn't ready for it,
Yeah,
but I'm ready now.
It's my fault. I'll take all of it. All right, here we go. This is the story of the former mayor of Jackson, Mississippi. The former mayor of Jackson, Mississippi is a pastor who gives sermons on Sundays. But before he got to church this past weekend, he taught a suspected burglar a lesson he will never forget.
Let's hear about it.
When the burglar tried to break into Pastor Tony Yarber's truck, the former mayor said he subdued the suspect and brought him into his home's garage. He held him to the floor and hit him with his fraternity paddle, shouting, quote, "When you break in people's stuff, it's because somebody ain't whooped your tail," unquote.
That's right. Ain't that right, though?
That is a lesson for sure, you know. He's saying, look, I'm not blaming you, but when you break into people's stuff, it's because whoever was supposed to whip your tail didn't do it, son. The spanking.
With the frat boy paddle.
That's right. It's the old Sigma Nu on you. Here we have, let's see here. I've lost my place. The spanking was captured on a video by Yarber's daughter and aired by news organizations down in Mississippi.
Oh, the preacher's daughter.
Yarber, who lost his re-election earlier this year, said he became agitated because the man was pleading for his life, saying he had a young son.
Yeah.
Yarber said he felt his own family had been threatened, so he used the paddle.
And that man felt the wrath of God, for sure.
That's exactly right. Hey, wait a minute. Don't be, you have a young son. Well, wait a minute. You're threatening my young kid, so that cancels each other out.
That's right. That's a great story right there.
Angela had this story on the news, and I found it for Tidbit News. I'm going to just give the abbreviated version.
Yeah.
Even when the rugged expanses of the Great Smoky Mountains bursting into their famous fall colors, they look dull and black to a young lady named Lauren Van Loo because she's been colorblind her whole life. Some colors have just been left to her imagination. But last week, when Miss Van Loo visited Ober-Gatlinburg, you remember that place?
Yeah, went ice skating up there.
You did, that's right.
Busted my hind end several times.
That's right. And didn't even take a fraternity paddle.
That's right.
Anyway,
it was worse.
She looked through a special viewfinder, and for the first time she saw yellows, oranges, and reds exploding across the landscape. She especially liked seeing the color red. She said, "It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. That red, it's just gorgeous. It's incredible." There's a colorblind viewfinder that has been installed atop Ober-Gatlinburg in Tennessee by the Department of Tourism Development. It's one of only 3 in the country, 3 in a state.
That's great. And there's a lot of videos going around social media, and they have these glasses, that do the same thing. And, it's like their birthday or something. They open it up and put them on. and my heart just hurts. I mean, I get choked up every time I watch one. These people are seeing color for the first time in your life, and it's the most beautiful thing.
Hard to believe.
I mean, we take for granted just how beautiful everything around us is, and everything that God's creation has allowed us to view. Not everybody has that luxury
until you can't see it.
That's right. I encourage you to watch one of those sometime. When you're feeling sappy, maybe.
I got one more quick story right here. I know that the time is short. There was a war that kept Wayne Wood's brother from attending his first wedding.
Mm-hmm.
A hurricane briefly derailed the secret plans for his second wedding. But the 84-year-old has finally said, "I do" again, and this time his unsuspecting brother serving as his best man.
Yeah?
The brother is 86-year-old Gordon Wood. He told a newspaper there in Pennsylvania that he'd been hoping for a while that Wayne Wood would marry his girlfriend of 2.5 years, Joyce Mary Guerin.
How old is she?
It didn't say. He had been unable to attend his younger brother's first wedding because he was serving on a submarine in the Korean War. The younger Wood and his new wife live in Lake Placid, Florida, but they devised a ruse to marry in Pennsylvania while visiting the elder Wood.
Yeah.
The Hurricane Irma forced him to stay at home, but the pair finally arrived for their visit on Monday. The bride-to-be said she needed to pick something up at the Bucks County Courthouse, and then Wayne Wood stunned his older brother by asking him to stand by his side, be my best man for the on-the-spot wedding.
That's a great story.
Third time's a charm.
Wonder what that bachelor party was like.
I don't
know.
86-year-old
and 84-year-old.
Well, they had time to plan it, I think.
I wonder if they just kind of, I don't know. That could be a whole movie in itself.
That's right. It's a touching thing.
The Hangover for old folks.
That's what we have. That's what we have is the tidbit news.
A good round today.
We'll share some more tomorrow.
All right.
These days, consumers want a little kickback for their purchase and their business. So BR Tire is teaming up with BF Goodrich Quality Line of Tires to do just that. From November 6th through November 26th, you can get a $50 MasterCard reward card after submission with purchase of 4 new BF Goodrich passenger or light truck tires. With a great service team and the best in the business from BF Goodrich, you'll be making a smart purchase that pays you back. Offer expires November 26, 2017. Forward where prohibited. See dealer for details. Nobody keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main in Glasgow.
Whether you use propane for your home or propane on your farm, the source for all of your propane needs is Southern States Glasgow Horse Cave Cooperative. Propane is inexpensive and clean. Have you researched all the propane can do for you? At Southern States, they provide propane for customers who heat and cool their homes, heat water, dry clothes, or even operate your standby generator using reliable propane. Farmers know Southern States meets their needs for seed, feed, and fertilizer year-round. But did you know they also are meeting the demands of many farming operations for propane in this area? Farmer-owned since 1923. Southern States knows your success is our success, so they will do what it takes to keep you in operation. Got questions? Come by our locations in Glasgow or Horse Cave, or call 270-651-6167 in Glasgow or 270-786-2045 in Horse Cave. Reliable delivery, reliable service. We're Southern States Glasgow Horse Cave Cooperative.
We know what's important to you. News.
I'm Angela Briggs with WCLU, and this is your top story at 7. Well, the board of directors for the Glasgow Electric Plant Board is now full.
Weather.
Running now, a cold front to the west of us, and we're going to run it right through town this afternoon and tonight. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
And the best variety. We're connected to Southern Kentucky. WCLU, Light FM.